Yeah.
So.
I'm with you. Well, listen, moving on in the month, you and Larry tagged together against the Yellow Dog and rookie. Let's listen to this carefully. Rookie Dustin Rhodes. Okay.
Wow.
So we're going to get into some of this. Dustin, as we know, is someone that you think very highly of. I mean, I'm sitting here watching him on Rampage. He's starting stuff now with Swerve Strickland. And here we're talking 1991. And man, you played a major role in his early career and development. You wrestled him a lot here in these days. When given the opportunity, Arn, to work with the raw, young natural in Dustin, what was your reaction when, maybe it was it Dusty who said, hey, I'm going to have you work with my son?
I don't remember exactly what he said, but Dusty didn't like pull me aside and say, take care of the kid. He didn't say anything like that. He just said, you're with Dustin today, do your thing. Do your thing. He knew that I knew what my job description was, and I was honored to do it, to be handed Dustin when he was in his lean years. And I got to remember, whatever experience he had, it wasn't on TBS. And once you walk out on TBS, you go around the world and you are judged universally. So nobody had to tell me, that I needed to get the kid off on the right foot. And I loved it. Whoever named him the Natural, and I got a feeling that might have been partly Dusty, partly Dustin, who knows. But it just fit because he was a natural. The kid was smooth as silk. He could work from day one. He sold great. He had good offense. He had good fire. All those components that you need as you get and develop longer in the business, he picked it up right away.
Was there a part of you, Arn, because of what Dusty did for you in your career, and you've talked about it on the show, what he did for you, did you feel like, this is my opportunity to give back to Dusty a little bit as far as what I'm going to help do with his son?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was, sometimes, Dusty was the booker, and he was a lot of guys' boss for a long time, and you're just going to accrue heat with guys. You tell two guys who are having a match, this guy's going to win, this guy's going to lose. You're going to have a 50% negative reaction to making those decisions, in people's lives. And I didn't want Dustin, to be one of these kids that comes up, through the ranks, and his dad was a big star in the business, who the guys put the screws to just because of who his dad was and maybe what they perceived his dad did to them in their career, negatively. Mm-hmm. If that makes any sense. I didn't want to see him. I wanted to see him have a fair shake. He was so respectful from day one, such a polite kid. They just, they deserve, and just like Cody when he came up, they deserve an even chance. Don't penalize them. Don't give them any free ride. I don't want Brock to have a free ride. I've said millions of times that he's earning his way along a little bit at a time. I don't want any of the young guys to ever feel like that they deserve to be grandfathered in, but I don't want the older guys to penalize them because who their father was.
Yeah. That's it. I think you nailed it, because as soon as they have the last name, they're already kind of branded, right? Oh, they're such and such's kid. It's just automatic. That's natural for people to now look at him under a little bit of a different lens. They're gonna judge him a little differently. When you hear someone's last name is Orton, when you hear someone's last name is Flair, Anderson, it doesn't matter. Rhodes, it's just a little different. But you're right. It shouldn't be, and it should be, let's judge this kid's talents for what it is. And you're talking about Dustin, and I can't help but think of a guy who started as the natural. He goes on, becomes the Gold Dust gimmick, but not only the Gold Dust gimmick, but he lives a rough life there, personal demons and challenges, overcomes them, all of them. Now look what he's doing. He's got his own wrestling academy. He's still doing his thing at AEW from time to time, probably some of the greatest shape that he's ever been. How proud would the American dream be? Not a lot of talk about Cody right now, but how proud would he be of what Dustin's been able to accomplish in his 50s now at this point in his career, I'm assuming he would be very proud of what Dustin's been able to accomplish. Just so happy for him.
Better believe it, and now, I'm sure that day in question that we have, that we'll be looking at the clip, me wrestling Dustin, I never pictured however many years or decades ahead him being a mentor.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you skip from where we started to where we are right now? But he is, and I see him work with the girls, and I see him work with the guys at TV, and he bends over backwards to help them and make it make sense. And the fact that he has his own school, that's awesome. I mean, he has sunk through the depths, which is not, a surprise to anybody. He's told his story, and he told it to me sitting in a room one day, and I had not one clue about a lot of it, about the demons that he battled, which we've all had demons and we've all battled them. But buddy, he really had some, and to have overcame what he did and be back where he's at is a testament to the man he is. Got nothing to do with who his brother is or who his father is. That's all on Dustin, and very, very proud of him.